Let's get real. Are you the kind of person who belittle others, deceive those you care for, exploits or take advantage of people, cheats, bullies, lies? Do you harm others, neglect your responsibilities, misuse trust? Are you controlling, condescending, disrespectful? If any of this hits home, then you're a scumbag, plain and simple. But here's the thing, it's not too late to change. You have the power to break free from those destructive patterns and become a better version of yourself. I know it's not easy. We're all products of our experiences, but that doesn't absolve us of responsibility. You are the driver of your own life. So it's time to become a real man and take real responsibility. It's time to take ownership, to acknowledge your flaws. It's time to grow up here and face your fears head on. It's time to commit to change. The ancient Greeks identified 4 cardinal virtues that can guide us on this journey: prudence, justice, temperance, and fortitude. These virtues are timeless principles for building a strong character and living a fulfilling life. Prudence, or wisdom if you will, is about using your intelligence effectively. It's not just about being smart, it's about applying that intelligence to make sound judgment and choices. You see, a wise person considers the consequences of their actions. They seek knowledge and understanding, and they learn from their mistakes. A wise person doesn't lash out in anger impulsively. They take the time to understand situations. They consider the perspectives of others and choose the path that leads to the greatest good. You see, wisdom helps you avoid those knee-jerk reactions that can damage relationships and create unnecessary conflict. The opposite of wise is foolish, ignorant, and stupid. And here's the thing, the really stupid people, well, they tend to think that they're smarter than others. They are so convinced this is true that they act with so much conviction and confidence to make even the smartest person second-guess themselves. It's called the Dunning-Kruger effect. In short, though, stupid people can act like scumbags without even understanding it. In fact, they can be very pleased with themselves and believe they are in the right and that everybody else is being stupid for not understanding that. To cultivate wisdom, practice mindfulness, seek out mentors and role models, read books, and engage in thoughtful conversation. Be curious, ask questions, and be open to learning from your experiences. Maybe you should even subscribe to this channel. Justice is about more than just following the law. It's about fairness, honesty, and treating others with the respect they deserve. A just person acts with integrity, keeps their promises, and takes responsibilities for their actions. A scumbag is self-centered and acts out of selfishness. It's always about them. You see, justice prevents you from taking advantage of others, lying or cheating. It guides you to be honest in your dealings and to give credit where credit is due and to stand up for what's right, even when it's difficult. To cultivate justice, practice empathy. Put yourself in other people's shoes and consider the impact of your actions on those around you. Be fair even when it's not convenient, and always strive to do what's right, even when no one is watching. An acid test of justice is to ask yourself if you would be willing to announce your intent of action to those who would be victimized by the outcome of those very actions. Would you be willing to pay the price? A person of both justice and fortitude is willing to fight what's right and fair, not carry out acts under a veil of deceptions to avoid accountability. A person of integrity doesn't act under the principle of no harm, no foul, or what you don't know can't hurt you. No, if an act doesn't stand the light of day, they don't do it, plain and simple. Temperance is about self-control and moderation. It's about finding balance in all areas of your life and avoid excesses that can lead to harm. You see, a temperate person manages their emotions. They resist impulses and cultivates healthy habits. Temperance helps you control your anger, avoid addictive behaviors, and maintain healthy boundaries. It prevents you from being controlled by your desires and helps you make choices that align with your values. Scumbags and other spineless men simply can't help themselves. They let the actions and temperament of others bring out the worst in them. They act impulsively, they act irrationally, and in an uncontrolled manner. They lack self-discipline. They're small, they're pathetic, they're unreliable, and they're weak. To cultivate temperance, practice mindfulness, develop self-awareness, and create healthy boundaries. Set boundaries, say no when necessary, and prioritize your well-being. I have linked to videos below where I go into the strategies for building willpower, as well as videos about shaping habits and cultivating change. Fortitude is the virtue of courage and perseverance. It's about facing your fears, overcoming obstacles, and never giving up on your goals. A courageous person takes risks, stands up for what they believe in, and doesn't let setbacks define them. Ever. A man of fortitude is able to endure pain and pay the price of doing what needs to be done. Fortitude helps you break free from the fear of judgment, the need for approval, and the temptation to take the easy way out. It empowers you to do the right thing, even when it's difficult, and to persevere through challenges, even when you feel like giving up. The opposite of fortitude is being weak and being a coward. Every form of fear and cowardice sorts in under the lack of fortitude. All the things that make scumbags act out in fear. The fear of being controlled or losing control. The fear of ridicule. The fear of being blown as an imposter. The fear of being ousted. The fear of failure. Fear of punishment. Fear of being alone. Fear of losing face. The list goes on and on and on. To cultivate fortitude, face your fears head on, step outside your comfort zone, and embrace challenges as opportunities for growth. Surround yourself with supportive people, and remember that setbacks are a natural part of the journey. The more you face fears, the more comfortable you become with dealing with uncertainty and enduring whatever price that comes with pursuing it. Scumbags are cowards, where heroes are brave. Plain and simple. Embracing these virtues is a lifelong journey, but the rewards are immeasurable. By cultivating prudence, justice, temperance, and fortitude, you can break free from the patterns that hold you back and become the best version of yourself. Live according to your virtues, and most other things you strive for will come into place naturally. In fact, live in accordance with your virtues, and you will replace guilt with good conscience. You can achieve happiness and fulfillment even in most dire situations. You will no longer be a scumbag, but a hero to others. Myself, I carry this coin that represents these virtues as a constant reminder of what's important and who I need to be. I've also given one to each of my kids, as well as the woman in my life. We talk about these matters a lot in my family. If you want one, I have provided an Amazon affiliate link below. So, take that first step today, choose one virtue to focus on, and start practicing it in your daily life. You see, you have the power to change, to grow, and create a life filled with purpose and meaning. You can reinvent yourself. You no longer have to be that scumbag. So, see you in the next one. It's a better version of yourself.